Hey guys, I'm back with more Katawa Shoujo. In the last episode, uh, we talked with Emi and Rin a little bit, and Rin seems to have noticed that Isao and Emi were looking at each other, and so more and more people have been noticing that Hisao has been going up there on the roof. So, well, I don't know if other completely different people that he doesn't even know, but some of his friends, Kenji, Misha, Shizune, those three. But anyway, he got a letter from Iwanako, and he now just crumpled it up after reading a few lines of it, and yeah. I called him a dick in the last episode. Anyway, I crumple up the sheet of paper and toss it across the room. My aim is off, so the letter rolls under my nightstand instead of going into my wastebasket. Oh, so maybe he'll find it later and read it, maybe. I hope. I want to know. That was an apology for abandoning me, except I don't know what I really needed anymore at this point. The hospital seems like a lifetime ago, and here now I've got other things on my mind. Emi, for starters. It wasn't great to be abandoned during my stay, but it's not something I'm worried about anymore. In fact, I hadn't even thought about the hospital in what feels like forever until this letter came in. It's almost annoying to have received it. I've got exams to study for myself. I have no time for the past. Now, about that homework. In a way, he's right, but still, he should have at least read the damn thing. The whole thing. I would have done it. So what's the plan for today, anyway? I'm waiting patiently in the hallway of the girls' dormitory just outside of Emi and Rin. Okay. Cool. That was fast. Emi is apparently helping Rin with getting dressed. I suppose that makes perfect sense, as I have no idea how Rin would get dressed otherwise. Picnic. Picnic? That's what I said. Sounds pretty exciting. I know, right? Rin chooses this moment to make an observation. The sky seems threatening today. Actually, I noticed that too on my way over. Despite the sunshine of the early morning, the afternoon seems to have taken a turn for the gloomy. There's a heaviness to the air, as well, that usually heralds a rainstorm. I wonder if I should have brought my umbrella. She's got a point. Amy, you sure that you still want to risk getting caught in the rain? I don't even know why I bothered asking. Amy pops out of Rin's room into the hallway, looking shocked that I even suggest canceling our plans. Of course. What, the threat of rain's supposed to stop me? I can't help but grin at her belligerent response. Words. It's almost like she's daring the rain to come. If Mother Nature were walking down the street, I think Emi would probably start a fight with her. or at the least challenge her to a race. In fact, Emi seems almost aggressively cheerful today. Rin wanders out into the hallway, looking her usual self. Well then, are we all ready to go? I'm ready. Rin nods and says a single word. Basket. Beg pardon? Beg your pardon. The basket in Emi's room. You should carry it. Emi claps a hand to her mouth, embarrassed. Oh my gosh, I almost forgot all about that. Nice save, Rin. Emi darts into her room and emerges with what looks like a very well-stocked picnic basket. As she hands it over to me, I note that it feels heavy enough to be one. 2. Good lord, how much food did you pack? More to the point, where'd she get the money for all of this? So, are we to head out? Are we set to head out? Yes. Rin gives another nod, but we head out of the dormitory. I can't help but frown when I notice how gray the sky's gotten, and in 10 minutes I was inside. Still, Emi does not seem concerned. by such petty concerns as the color of the sky. She's positively skipping as we talk. Which reminds me, where are we going? This brings Emi up short, and she shoots me an embarrassed look. You know, I hadn't really thought of that. What do you think, Isao? Well, there's the spot where we ate during the festival, but it might be nice to leave the campus for a while. However, I'm not sure if there's any good places to do that in town. Just as I'm about to open my mouth, Rin unexpectedly interjects with a suggestion. There's a park in town near the art shop. Great idea, Rin. I totally forgot all about that place. Crisis averted. Do you know how to get there, Rin? Rin shrugs. It's pretty likely. Good enough for me. I would prefer knowing for sure, but what the hell. Lead on, Rin. The three of us quickly make our way off campus and take the road down into town. This basket's a bit heavy. I hope that the park is close by. We pass the art supply store, Rin showing her pace slightly as we go by. Emi notices Rin's change of pace and stops. You want to go in, Rin? Rin shrugs. Nothing I need. Are you sure? There's the slightest flutter of a smile on Rin's face, quickly replaced with her usual expression. Life's uncertain, but on this at least I'm pretty sure. Nice of you to offer. Well, it's not like I'm the one carrying the basket. But I'll bet Hisao wouldn't have minded anyway, right? Oh, of course not. This is hardly a heavy load. I flex for emphasis. Emi stifles a snort of laughter by pointing to the park at which we've suddenly arrived. Oh, I remember this place. I ran into you here. That one time, didn't I, Rin? Rin's eyebrow raises slightly. Maybe. I'm unwilling to say for certain one way or the other. Memory's a tricky thing, you know? Well, I'll be. We made it in one piece after all. The sun's still nowhere to be seen, but neither Emi nor Rin seem to mind. We find a spot to sit on the grass, and I set the basket down gratefully. Well, I'll get a different look at Rin here. There's a surprising amount of food prepared. Maybe we were supposed to be joined by some of Emi's teammates or something? Also, really? Is that the basket? Really? Are you complaining about that little piece of... I'm starving. Dig in. She attacks the food as if she's had nothing to eat for years. I'm just reaching for the food myself when I feel the first drop of rain land on the back of my hand. Uh-oh. Looks like the weather's not going to cooperate with us after all. Her face. Emi glares at the sky as if that alone will hold back the rain. I very nearly believe she can do it. It's one heck of a glare. You had better cooperate. You hear me, Sky? You stop that raining right this instant. The Sky doesn't seem inclined to listen to her, despite the commanding tone she's taken with it. Instead, the rain seems to increase. Rin wrinkles her nose in distance at this turn of events. Regrettable. What do you mean? Rin shrugs. I could paint this if I weren't out here. Shame to miss it is all. She doesn't seem angry or annoyed about it, just a little disappointed. Emi laughs in response to Rin's comment. Guess we should have stopped in that art supply store after all, huh? The rain increases a little more, offended that we haven't fled yet. Despite the warm temperatures we've been enjoying, the rain is rather cold. I wish I'd brought my umbrella. Hey, we should probably head inside to keep dry. We're already pretty wet, so... Yeah, but we can dry off this way and maybe wait out the storm. You don't want to catch a cold or anything, do you? Emi considers this for a moment. I can tell this part of her wants to stay out in the rain just despite the weather. Unfortunately for her, the weather hardly cares about what we do. I suppose you're right. Where could we go? I don't have an answer for her. The area is still pretty new to me. I guess I'm slowly getting used to the school stuff. The surrounding town remains a mystery. All I know is the art supply store, and that's the only because we've just passed it. Fortunately, Emi soon snaps her fingers in triumph. That's it. There's a tea shop nearby. You could have some tea and dry out, no problem. That doesn't sound like a bad idea. Great, you know where it is? Emi nods, looking fairly confident. Sure do. I think. But it'll be an adventure either way, right? Adventure, huh? Well, I suppose we could use a little adventure. I think as long as we get out of the rain, I'd be happy. The picnic basket is a little lighter now, at least. Lead on. Rin and I follow Emi as she leaves through the streets with something approaching confidence. Now a left here. There, the Shanghai. Emi beams triumphantly as she points to the tea shop. It seems fairly crowded inside. A symptom of the sudden rain, I'm sure. Welcome, I'm surprised to find that our waitress is none other than Yuko. She looks the part of her uniform. It's hard to believe that this is the same librarian from our school. Does she work 2 jobs? I guess that must be it. Oh, it's you. Yuko seems to know Emi. Emi grins brightly, pleased to be remembered. Hey, Yuko. Hi, Yuko. I didn't know you worked here too. Do I know you? You seem awfully familiar, but I don't think I've ever seen you in here. Or we met at your other job, at the Yamaku library, remember? Her eyes widened in memory. Yeah, that's it. Nice to see you again. Oh no, this is bad. I should have remembered a customer's face. I'm sorry, I'm terribly sorry. Yuko goes from realization to panic in a split second, performing a series of high-speed bows. I narrowly avoid getting headbutted in the process. Whoa, hey, calm down. Listen, I wasn't a customer when we first met. In fact, I hadn't ever been to the Shanghai, so it's alright. Not the best display of logic, but it seems to relax her a little. Do you really think so? Yeah, I'm sure. Positive. Is that right, girls? Emi has been watching this little drama unfold with considerable amusement. Yep, it sure is. Well, okay. So Yuko, got room to seat us? Yuko nods and leads us to the corner booth, providing us with some small towels before taking our order. What will you have? Cake, and some tea too, I guess. What kind of cake? Surprise me. Yuko looks uncomfortable at the thought of surprising anyone, but she gives a nod and turns to Rin. And for you? I'll take a straw. My feet are all wet. Sorry? The drinking kind of straw, one please. Yuko is obviously uncertain of what to think about this. She fiddles with her pen and stationery for a moment, looking like she's about to cry before turning in my direction. And you, sir? Just tea, I think. Emi would probably yell at me if I ordered a cake. Oh, come on, Hisao, don't let me be the only one with food. I'll feel like a pig. Just trying to eat healthy. Your orders, after all. Well, today's your day off. You can be healthy tomorrow. Well, then I suppose I will have some cake after all. Yuko seems slightly irritated that I'm changing my mind. What kind? I glance at Emi and grin. Surprise me. Yuko sighs and nods. Very well. Your order... Your order... Your order will be out soon. Despite the crowd, our order does indeed arrive quickly. Thanks, Yuko. Yuko nods in appreciation. This is a different guy than usual, isn't it? What? Different guy? Emi must notice my confusion because she seems a little embarrassed. Well, what? Oh yeah, I guess he is. This is my friend Hisao. We've met. Huh, small world. Well, let me know if you need anything. With that, Yuko takes off like a shot to wait on some other tables, leaving me to ponder her comment. Different guy, huh? I guess it makes sense, right? Emi's pretty popular, so Or so I've been told. It's probably that kid from the track team. This is stupid, I can just ask Emi. So who's this other guy, huh? You got a secret lover or something? Emi laughs again, only I get the feeling it's from nervousness. As much as anything else. It's just the track team captain. He likes coming down here after practice sometimes. So if we have anything to discuss, I tag along. Sounds mighty suspicious to me. Oh, I see. I could let the matter drop, but I can't resist at least getting another dig in. So it is a secret lover. I knew it. Rin watches our play, seeming mildly amused before muttering something that I don't quite catch. Yeah, anyway. What? Huh? Rin jerks back from wherever her mind wandered off to. Huh? What did you just say? Huh? No, before that. No idea. Oh well. Okay. I let the matter drop, but I can't help notice that Emi seems relieved that Rin interrupted the conversation. Maybe I went a little too far. Conversation dies down for a moment as Emi and I busy ourselves with cake. Mine is a strawberry and surprisingly good. Emi seems to think so too, as she suddenly reaches out with her fork and steals a bit. Thief. Pirate, there's a difference. We're not on water. Well, no, but there's a lot of water outside, so it still works, right? Besides, you can have some of mine. I think it's cranberry or something. I should have asked for the strawberry. I like strawberries. Feel free to help yourself to mine, if you really must. For some reason, I feel compelled to add, seeing as if you've already done it once and all. Emi sticks her tongue out at me, but that doesn't help her from appropriating my cake. I try some of hers as well. It's raspberry and pretty good. The rain's let up. It would appear that Rin is correct. Anyway, I'll see you guys next time for more Katawa Shoujo.